Hello, I'm Tim Gordon. Chances are you've been affected by cancer, personally or through someone you know. We've got 3 stories for you here on KGW-Plus about strength and resilience in the face of a disease that so often shows no mercy. These stories focus on a portrait photographer named Danyel Rogers, creator of these images, who we first met last October during Breast Cancer Awareness Month. Most of us have a personal connection with breast cancer. A family member or a friend has had it or is currently fighting the disease, or maybe it's you. Other than skin cancers, it is the most common cancer for women, affecting 1 in 8 in the U.S.
I was diagnosed in the first few months of my breast cancer fellowship, so I'd already chosen to be a breast cancer surgeon.
Dr. Corey Donovan is a breast surgical oncologist with Legacy Health. She knows the challenges patients face and the needs they have because she's been one. Getting through breast cancer goes beyond the medicine, the surgery, or radiation.
It's also helping their families get through this diagnosis, making sure that their job is still there when they're on the back end, making sure their mental health is supported in whatever way we can, because this is a real trauma for many patients.
Advancements in treatments have made survival much more likely. The overall death rate is about 2.5%. Still, the American Cancer Society estimates more than 300,000 women will be diagnosed with invasive breast cancer in 2024, and more than 42,000 will die from it.
A few months ago, fully clear, and then they scanned me again, and so now the breast cancer is in my lungs, so I'm metastatic.
Danyel Rogers has an especially difficult journey. Her breast cancer diagnosis came in July of 2022. Now the cancer has returned and spread.
It's a lot to process, and it's very overwhelming, and you look at death and life on the same path.
Through it all, Danyel remains determined to live her life fully with help from her husband Mike, daughter Brianna, and their pups. Danyel also expresses herself through her photography, focusing on other breast cancer patients and survivors, building unity with unique and powerful warrior women portraits.
I have met some incredible women. I will say that that is probably the best thing that I've taken away from this diagnosis is the women that I've met. And not even just the women, they're caretakers too.
It takes a village this month and year-round. And early detection is where it all starts, with monthly self-exams and mammogram screenings for most women beginning at age 40.
The sooner they do find if there is something there, the better chances that you have. So I always call out my friends when they're like, well, I'm just too busy. And I'm like, girlfriend, I just don't even want to hear that.
When Danyel told me about her warrior women portrait work, I knew right away we had to do more, showing the power of the portraits and the process creating them.
Oh yeah.
Ooh.
I'm gonna skip. Sorry.
Did you see that?
That was good.
On a beautiful fall day, there is beauty inside this home too.
Yeah.
Ooh.
A family playing a card game like they love to do.
Playing hood rat and I.
Danyel and Mike and grown daughter Brianna.
So yeah, Brianna, she's my little mini me.
Who comes to visit.
Yeah.
More often these days.
All right, we want to do something for the holiday that's a tradition, so we started this, and it's quite the battle.
The beauty at this table is about love and support, facing life.
That was
and death.
That was bad.
You're like, oh my gosh, like this is real.
I am doing okay. They found the tumor.
Danyel's journey with breast cancer began in 2022.
It was triple negative, which means they don't know what feeds it.
She aggressively took on the tumor. A double mastectomy, no reconstructive surgery, but many difficult treatments.
Nice.
It beat back the cancer.
Yeah.
And gave Danyel
Sorry, pumpkin.
a new lease on life.
Thanks. We've been relying on each other for so long. For so many years, so many decades. It's like we do everything together, and there's no way I would not be here for her.
Danyel just ended her work as an accountant, but she continues her other work in photography. It used to be pets and families.
Nice. It's a whole nother avenue, right?
But with Danyel's cancer diagnosis came inspiration.
This boosts you right up there.
Yeah.
Her studio now filled with costumes and props, and lots of makeup.
Let's go green. That's my color.
Oh, there you go.
That's Ainsley.
A place of transformation
I know two of these women.
for breast cancer survivors
It's inspirational, you know?
into warrior women.
It's what we got to do. It's what we're here for now.
I think it's really important to share everybody's story.
The results are stunning.
I don't create the strength, I don't create the beauty, I showcase it, so it's already there.
I've known Danielle for a couple years now. I mean, our diagnosis was a month apart.
Yeah.
Wendy Murray and Carrie Vandenberg
Oh, I like it.
It heals the soul.
have been to the studio before,
Yeah.
and they're back for more.
Nobody knows going into this what you're getting into.
You good? Yeah, love it.
Oh, look at your little bling blings. Super cute.
There's one pose I want to do for you.
For Wendy, a double mastectomy and no reconstruction. She's proud of her flat chest,
This is exactly what you usually do, right? Look fabulous. Right there, got it, perfect.
and she's grateful to a dear friend.
There you go. You look super, darling.
Well, I'll tell you, it's a whole new deal right now. Danielle and I both met really early on in our diagnoses, and I feel good to be around Danielle every time I'm around Danielle. And that she offers this experience for women.
Yeah, love it. I mean, look at that.
I love you.
I love you too.
It is as much about the process as the images that come from it.
And tears happen in the studio too.
Danyel Rogers has captured the warrior in hundreds of women, each one unique and inspirational.
As soon as I created this project, I knew I had something here. Let's see if I can. The more I got into it, the more passionate I got about it, the more I knew it was going to work. There you go. The more that I knew this was going to benefit the community.
That's my mom.
That community includes Danielle and her family.
All these photos here are of my lovely wife, Danielle.
Yeah.
So she turned the camera on herself,
Oh, I just had to press the button.
and Mike helped her see her warrior within.
I love them. You know, you look at these pictures and you're like, it's not mom, it's not a friend, it's not a wife. You know, it's a warrior that is actually inside me, so.
After a clean bill of health early this year, Danielle's cancer came back.
It's definitely been a roller coaster.
I was really struggling living and preparing for dying. It's hard to find hope, but I'm here, so.
It spread quickly.
I don't know how much time I've got.
Back in the studio,
Thank you. Change the light for you.
the reality through the filters it affects.
I'm not the exception. We're all going to die. But some of us are going to die sooner. And we don't have control over that. So when I get to come out here with Danielle, who, just keeping it real, is going to die sooner.
Including for those still in the midst of their fight.
Carrie does amazing.
She sat me and my husband down and said, we can give you a few good years. And going from healthy to you're dying, it was really scary. And having a little kid, like, is he gonna remember who I am?
Carrie is a 37-year-old nurse, a wife, and a mother of two.
Yeah.
I don't think it fits.
Her prognosis
Nice.
is potentially better
Yeah.
than it was to start.
Yes.
But she faces many unknowns.
Give me mouth pain.
Mouth pain? I was given something really difficult, and to be told you are strong, you are whole, you are beautiful, and you're a warrior,
Wow. Nice.
that is extremely powerful.
The power of this will go on as long as Danielle does.
Something about these warrior sessions is it's my legacy.
Every person that goes through this, no matter what the outcome is, they are truly a warrior.
You're amazing. I appreciate you. Good to see you. The more I can do, the more legacy I leave behind.
We're not going to die today. None of us.
They're warriors. That's what you have to be to get through this.
A big thanks to photojournalist Kurt Austin for joining me to tell the story of Danielle and her family, her work, and other warriors like Wendy and Carrie. So this spring, Danyel let us know her portraits would be on display at the Hillsboro Public Library. Kurt and I went to see the exhibit and found the power of warrior women is stronger than ever.
Wow.
At the Hillsboro Public Library,
My goodness.
there's something special on display.
Mind-blowing.
An art exhibit that draws you in.
This is some great artwork, and it's amazing how these are like real people. Boy, this is an amazing one here.
Danny Mosley sees a lot in this portrait.
It's amazing how creative people can get in their artwork, and
this one.
a flying angel or something.
And this one.
My goodness.
All with something in common.
Every one of these women have breast cancer, huh? Wow.
Oh, look.
And for
Look,
Rebecca,
she's looking at you. Yeah?
here with her young son,
Yeah.
the photos touch her heart.
My mom passed away of stage 4 liver and lung cancer. Both my grandmothers had breast cancer and had to have mastectomies. I think that fighting cancer, it puts you in a warrior mind frame.
I knew I had something here. There you go.
The Warrior Women
Nice.
portraits,
Yeah.
taken by Danyel Rogers.
Love it. I mean, look at that.
We visited Danielle last November at her home with husband Mike and daughter Brianna. She'd recently learned her breast cancer had spread. Doctors told her her illness was terminal.
I don't know how much time I've got.
This is real.
I am doing okay.
Danielle finds strength from loved ones and from what happens at her portrait studio. Here, the power comes out.
Let's go green.
With all the makeup and props, cancer survivors like Wendy and Carrie
You good?
dress the part
Love it.
Ooh, look at your little bling blings.
Okay, pretty. You look super, darling.
and release
Give me mouth pain.
their warrior within.
Wow, nice.
It's as much about the process
There's one pose I want to do for you.
as the portraits themselves.
Perfect.
Well, I've known Danielle for a couple years now. I mean, our diagnosis was a month apart.
There you go. I don't create the strength. I don't create the beauty. I showcase it. So it's already there. I love you. I love you too.
So yeah, this is amazing.
Isn't it nice?
Yeah.
Yeah, just being able to see everybody. And,
It's what's behind the images on these library walls.
how you doing?
And on one evening,
You're just like, oh my gosh, fantastic. Kind of overwhelming, to be honest.
a gathering
Thank you
for the artist.
for coming. Today we're just kind of doing a reception, getting a bunch of people in the community to come out and take a look.
And here I am with all of these beautiful, phenomenal women.
Striking images of breast cancer survivors, warrior women.
In society, we need that, letting women look strong and be okay with it, right? And they are.
Open to the public, with women in the breast cancer community here to support
Oh my gosh.
I know.
Your hair looks beautiful.
It's girl.
and see their portraits on the wall.
This Cassie, I got to do her makeup when we were in San Francisco. Yeah.
Wendy's here, recalling what it's like to be vulnerable while building power through the portraits.
There's no ego in any of this. It's power and strength and resilience, and it's just pretty damn remarkable.
I love how the light hits Wendy, like her face. You couldn't have been like any more postured, like strength, like right, and just been like, this is how it is.
Empowering,
I just finished radiation when you did that.
Yeah.
but how it is
It's just like what we have to do, right? We just
is so often not easy.
And, you know, everyone tells you you're a warrior and you're a fighter when you're going through cancer, but you don't really have a choice. You just
Sarah says you're just trying to survive.
And so to have an opportunity to be strong on purpose
right.
and not in treatment was a really powerful experience for me.
How do you determine?
The reception, also a time for asking questions and hearing from Danielle. The seats were full, so were the hearts. The reality is, plenty don't survive the cancer they're fighting.
And then also the children, you know, they get to see their mom really strong and give them permission to feel the same. Oh, honey, come here. When she said she was Amy's daughter, I am so sorry. Yeah.
Amy fought off breast cancer only to have colon cancer take her life just a few months ago.
Passed away this April. And her
Daughter Lucy came to see her mom's strength, a warrior's moment captured in time.
It's nice to see her, but it's hard too. So, but I'm glad she got to take the photo before she was gone.
So I wanted to come over and see how you're doing.
It's all part of the complexity of life,
Yeah.
especially dealing with a disease that so often shows no mercy.
Yeah, oh, 100%.
For Danyel,
Yeah.
it has shown some mercy for
I was
now.
just telling the news.
A new medication seems to have worked, clearing out most of her cancer. What's next?
We're just going to keep on.
Who knows?
Yeah.
But this is a good night.
Major success. Major success. I mean, it was all right. Like I tell everybody, I was having a great hair day. Come here. Yeah, it's amazing.
Our thanks to Danyel, her family, and the large circle of breast cancer survivors who make up the Warrior Women community. We wish them all the best. I'm Tim Gordon. Thanks for watching.